There we go. Now that the mic's muted. Hello, everyone. All right. So happy you guys can join me for the second play, or I guess not the second playthrough, but like the second stream. All right. So today I am playing I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. So far, I have a really good like impression of this game. We basically get to play through the life of you know, a child who is from ages 10 to 20, as he basically deals with terribly traumatic situations um, of being an exocolonist. So far, we have experienced crash. I wouldn't say crash landing, but we've experienced not a great landing as we pass through a wormhole. One of our friends didn't make it after touching something that was electrical, so you know, kids, don't touch anything that is electrical. It's bad for your health. Um, what else have we gone through? We went through our first colony attack of these terrible, terrible monsters that decided that they were just going to go ahead and, attack the colony. We survived that by hiding. And, yeah, we're making good friends with all the characters, making good memories. As you can see, we are super tough. Our perk for super strength is, super helpful so far. I'm liking it. And, yeah. So, here we are. Hello, chat. To all the wonderful people watching me, hello. So what have we been able to do? We are currently able to play sports ball, which will help us with our bravery, I believe, which we currently need a lot of, because last time during the attack we couldn't help anybody, because we were not brave enough. So I think that would be a good thing to do. So in this game, you basically get to make choices of what you want to do, how you want to spend your time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the year is separated into 12 different segments, and then a 13th segment at the end, which is, you can still do the month like normal, but apparently there's an attack on that one. So you gotta be ready for it. We can do different things like play sports ball, go to school, we can relax, which basically removes all of our stress, or we could work, which basically we're moving a bunch of boxes. It helps us with our organizing skills and also our perception. Or we could shovel dirt with our parents, because our parents are really cool biologists. Or not biologists, but they are. They do plants good. I can't remember the name of what they are. Geoponics. That's what they do. They do plants good. Alright, so far our toughness is really good, but our bravery is lacking. So I think we should play sports ball for a bit. We have turned it... At first I was thinking we should totally do big brain skills as our child, but instead I have, as you can see, leaned more towards the physical side. Heck yeah, let's play sports ball. We haven't played sports ball at all. Alright. An enemy meets you on the court. She's bouncing from one leg to the other in excitement. My brother Calm is organizing the youth team, she tells you. Kombucha offers you a high five in greeting, then tosses a sports ball your way. Let's start with this practice game to see what you're good at. You and an enemy are team captains. Pick your team. Calm will fill in to even up the teams, but he promises to go easy on the other side. Well, we're obviously going to choose Cal. Cal is real, although we could totally cheat here and take the big kid. I think taking the big kid is a good thing. But I like Cal. Cal's a good friend. Mind if I play goalie, he asks? Sports ball is fun, but I don't really like to score against the other team. An enemy chooses kombucha, of course. They bump fists. Your choice is next. Heck yeah, Mars. I'll play Spiker. Mars runs to take the position. Seems like she's in it for the glory. Hopefully, she'll want to share some of what... She'll want to share some of that with the rest of the team. You face off, 3-on-3. Let's start the game. It's a toughness challenges. So challenges in this game, they work basically on a memory system or card system. So each of our cards we get when we complete like cool special memories. And because our toughness has our first perk, we get +1 to all of our toughness cards during toughness challenge. So I think what we should do best is get all these cool big strong cards out. All right, then we unlock an extra slot. So I think we should do both of our cool 6s. And then... Actually, no, because then we could get a straight here if we do this properly. So we'll keep 1 6 on here. But I want 0, 1... Calm down. And 2. So it's also kind of like poker as well. So you got to make hands. So if you make a straight, you get bonus points. If you get 3 of the same color, you get a bonus point. 3 of the same number. It's really helpful. And then this one. Probably go 1, 1. So we got our pair bonus. Then we're going to get 2 red cards together, which gives us bonus points. And then the last... Oh, I accidentally finished it. That's fine. I got to be careful with where I click. But we also got Super Goal, which means it gives us a bonus point. Cal makes an amazing jump save, which is winded, when the ball hits him in the chest. The score is tied, with an enemy and Calm putting the pressure on. Then, blam! You score the match point with a rad spike all the way from the net line. Oof, that's not a good card. I mean, I appreciate it, but oof. Set neighbors to this value. I don't want my neighbors to be 1. That's fine, though. Look at our bravery, though. We're so brave. So much has happened in the last month since the monster attack during Glow. The idea of this planet as a peaceful utopia has been shattered. The security squads are training new members and keeping close watch on the gates now. They're reinforcing the walls and even installing a few robotic turrets. In class, you have drills on what you have to do if the colony is attacked again. In all the excitement, you forgot today was your birthday. Oh yeah, today is my birthday. Your parents haven't forgotten. They wake you up early with enthusiastic shouts of surprise! A Vertumnan year is only a little longer than a year on Earth, so you've taken up its calendar for birthdays. Yours is in the second month of quiet. Sparks now drift slowly past your porthole window as you snuggle up with your dad. Your mom climbs up too and sits on the edge of your bed. Your dad pulls a bowl of fruit from behind his back with a flourish, like a magic trick. At least, you think it's fruit. What are those? Bobber fruit, your dad grins. The foragers have been picking up these just outside the walls. They might look funny, but they're tasty. Try one. You take a cautious bite. The pulp is soft and tastes a bit like lemon, only more blue. I bet you can't wait to join the surveyors out there, your dad says wistfully. Who knows what else you'll find? Ragashi is not allowed outside the gates, your mom interrupts, her voice sharp. It's too dangerous for kids. Well, I know, but eventually, your dad says, but your mom cuts him off again. But not now. Not since the attack. Not with everything we know that is out there now. The attack was scary. Your dad hugs you close. Oh, don't worry, Tomato Head, he says warmly. We'll keep you safe. Your mom reaches over and pats your leg awkwardly. I know it's scary, but if you do as you're told during emergency drills, you'll be okay. Nothing is going to hurt you kids while we're around. You'd like to believe them, but you've seen the colony fall in your dreams. How long will it be until those visions become real? Even still, it's clear everyone should know how to defend themselves, even if it happens again. To be clear, this includes knowing when to run away, your dad adds. Security Chief Rhett is offering self-defense lessons at the garrison. You know, even for kids, if you're interested, you should drop in sometimes. Heck yeah, we get to learn defense training. Your mom gives you a stern look. And I've heard stories of kids sneaking outside the walls, she says grimly. If I catch you doing that, I'm going to put a chip in your ear. You laugh. What a good joke. Your mom doesn't laugh. Probably not that dangerous. What? Me? Never. Yeah, you better never, your mom retorts, crossing her arms. Mid-quiet. Alright. Now also, there occasionally spawns things like this that I can pick up. A bunch of medicinal roots. And you can give them to other characters, but they're also pretty helpful for, using to boost cards, it looks like. I don't know if I boosted a card yet. Yeah. Alright, so defense training. Let's go ahead and play around with that for a little bit. Alright, pick an activity to do this month. We could play sports ball, or we can do defense training. Extra combat and animals. Neat, but it adds 15 stress. We do need bravery, so I think we should do bravery. You run into Cal and an enemy on the hill behind the garrison. At a small construction site, they seem to be throwing logs. There are a bunch of them lying at the hill. It's Cabertoss, an enemy shouts to you, then grunts with the effort of lifting a 6-meter log mush tree pole. She throws it like a javelin down the hill and sprints after it. My best record! She shouts and ties a piece of caution tape at the end of the pole. You're next, Cal says, pointing neatly stacked pile of constructed poles behind you. From the looks of the nearby construction, they're probably destined to be the new lookout tower someday. Now, we're going to choose a thicker, heavier one. We're going to pick the heaviest because we got super strength. Challenge mode. Wee-hoo! Cal makes a noise like a siren. He shouts down to an enemy. Ragachi's gonna throw the big un, so you better get out of the landing zone. The pole isn't exactly that heavy, but its strength makes it hard to balance. You struggle to get underneath it with your knees bent. This is gonna be tough. Oh yeah, toughness challenge. Let's go. We're super strong. Oof! Why is that card locked there? +1 to physical cards. Can I make it not there? What if we make it a 4? Can I make it a 4? No, I cannot. Oof, that being stuck there is not good. I don't like that being stuck there. 2266, hopefully? Okay, that's not terrible. I can do this. And... we can go 2, 2, 2. 5. Not terrible. Okay, we still made it. We got this. I honestly lost a lot of hope there when I saw that 2 being locked there. No skill changes. Really? No skill changes? The pole sails down the hill past all the other poles, coming to the rest sticking out of the ground. Wow, you beat my best distance, an enemy says when she jogs back up. Players can't beat each other in Mushwood Toss, Cal corrects her. They can only beat their own highest scores. But you'd get 3 bonus points if it sticks out of the ground like that. You play for the rest of the afternoon, adding rules and variations as you go. You don't stop until the entire stack of poles are in a jumble at the bottom of the hill, and decorated festively with caution tape. It's a wonder you got away with this. Oh, there are the skill changes. I was about to say, I was hoping it didn't do that. Okay. We got +2 bravery, +2 toughness. We're going to be super tough. Alright, what is our bravery at right now? 7. We should probably get that to at least 10. So then I trapped it in my room, an enemy says, telling you all about the bug she saw in her quarters. Its wings were as big as my hand, and it had feelers like, whoa. It was bouncing all over the place, like boing, boing, boing. She gestures excitedly, swinging her arms over her head. The bugs are so big, and they're everywhere. I was gonna give it to Tang, she says. She loves gross bug stuff, but she said I should just let it go, because if it stung me, I might get a weird mutant powers. I mean, other than the one I already have. And I wanted to see if I got more weird mutant powers, so I started jumping around off higher and higher things until I was jumping off the back of that ship. And I got in so much trouble, but even that wasn't that high. She stops in her tracks. Hold on, she says, stopping to rub irritably at her knees, probably for the 100th time in the past 5 minutes. Ah! I'm gonna die. I busted up my knees, and it's so itchy when my scales grow in. Annie, don't pick at that. Chief Steward. And Antecedent. Chief Steward Antecedent's voice rings out across the garrison yard. Pleasant but firm. It insistently transports you back to being on the ship's creek, tugging on her skirts and calling her Auntie. An enemy jumps and stands up straight, her hands flying to her sides. But, Mom, an enemy whines, digging her fingers into her knees as Antecedent approaches you both. It's so scratch-tastically itchy. I know, lovely. Antecedent soothes her, patting down her riotous red hair. But the more you pick at it, the thicker your scales are going to grow in. An enemy tucks her hand under her armpits to keep her from scratching. What if I want to have cool scales? She pouts. Antecedent smiles indulgently. At the rate you're going, I'm sure you'll be covered in them before you know it. No need to rush. An enemy's skin dotted with patches of protective blue-green scales that grow in wherever she gets a cut or scrape. She rubs the patch on her jaw indignantly, the one she got when she ran headfirst into the food synthesizer back on the ship. Ah, so she has a cool augment. I'm guessing whenever she gets hurt, she just gets cool scales instead of scars. Antecedent opens her satchel and pulls out a bundle of clothes. The queue for the nanoprinter is over a week long, so I patched your pants with scraps from your brother's clothing. Please, try not to put any more holes in them, or yourself, okay? She hands the clothes to an enemy and kisses her on the forehead. An enemy sticks out her tongue and gags. Yuck! An enemy evaluates the clothes as her mom walks away. Galactic, she breathes, as she runs her fingers over the odd colored patches. Then, right there in the middle of the yard, she unashamedly squirms out of her pants and pulls on the new ones. Whoa! I look like a fighter jet from the Hollows, she exclaims, showing off her new pants. Like when they'd stencil your kill count on your plane? Or like a really cool scar. Yeah, you get it. My pants are scarred just like me. Cool, so we learned a thing? Okay, so she has armor-scaled skin. Okay. So every time she gets hurt, cut, or scraped, she basically just grows scales to, be like armor for her. Which is probably good for a kid like her, considering how much she gets into trouble. Alright, do I want anything else? No, I think we continue playing sports ball. We gotta get our bravery up at least to 10. Alright, Mars may not be skilled, may not be as skilled a sports ball player as an enemy, but she plays hard. She orders people around like a team captain, but she isn't so great at passing the ball. She'd rather be the star. Her favorite thing is to spike the ball right into the opposing net stop's body. It's not a legal move, but she's done it so many times that the opposition now stands further back when Mars has the ball, which is exactly what she wants. Did you see that an enemy complains to you during a break? Mars wouldn't pass the ball to either of us for 10 whole minutes. Somebody has to do something. An enemy looks at you questioningly. Let's just not pass her the ball. Let Mars be Mars. Look, man, she's a strong girl. You try to, if you don't give her the ball, she's probably going to be the type of person who gets even more vicious. So, at least we're winning, right? Yeah. You keep passing Mars the ball, and she keeps trying to spike it from the net in a huge wide shots that often miss. She gets another penalty for holding the ball for too long when an enemy is clearly open. At least Mars is getting better at these long shots, and she seems happy. Yeah. We like being friends with Mars. Ooh. What if we do... Oh. We do that. We make that. Set neighbors to this value. Is this 2 not Oh, I was hoping that I could get like all 5 ones. That's fine though. Oh, unchangeable. That makes sense. Okay, that's fine. We worked well this month. Extra bravery. Hey. +3 bravery, +2 toughness. Probably from our super strength perk, right? Yeah. +10 stress and a kudo. Can't wait for that shop to be open. Alright. Now this game also has seasons. So, early pollen is apparently the season. Basically where all the plants decide that they're going to release pollen into the air. Which, honestly, for a person like myself, sounds genuinely miserable. Hello, Mars. Ooh, there was a log over there. Don't let me forget about that log over there. You know, Ragashi, you're all right, Mars says as you approach. You blink at her, trying to figure out what she means. You're in all right what? At your stunned silence, Mars laughs and tosses her hair over her shoulder. You're all right, she says. You actually have a good taste, unlike all these other nullheads. Ever since we landed, it's been like... It's been help with this. Or it's been help with this, Mars. And don't waste resources on that, Mars. It's boring. At least you understand the importance of sophistication. You shoot the breeze with Mars a bit longer. At some point, Dis skulks out of the living quarters and has to pass by you both, clearly trying not to draw your attention. Where is he going now? Mars mutters to you, then raises her voice so that Dis can hear. Try not to get eaten by aliens, she calls out to Dis. If you die out there, they can't use your body for fertilizer. Don't be a waste. Jesus, damn, this girl is savage. Okay. Alright, yeah, get lost. Oof, I'm not gonna say that. Shut up, Mars. Dis is cool. These are bad options. I don't want to bully the kid, but I also don't want to, like, lose relation. We got... I mean, he is a little weird. That's the neutral option, right? Because the kid is weird. But at the same time, he's probably got some cool stuff going on with him. Okay, good. Dis scurries towards the wall, not looking back. It's not about being weird. It's just, like, he never wants to do anything with us. Doesn't he know that, like, he's making himself an outcast? We're all stuck here together. So, like, Get it together, Tess, you know? Mars looks at her nails. He doesn't care about contributing to the colony, or being popular, or earning kudos, or anything important. We're just gonna leave. we're not gonna push that subject. Alright, any more cool logs? Or just that log? It was just that log. Okay. What has our dad got to do? You meet your dad adjusting a water pot in your mom's flower garden. He's having a sneezing fit, and his eyes ruddy and red. I can relate to this man. Alright. You ready for this? We're gonna be very nasally here. You're alarmed. You've never seen him look sick before. People were hardly ever ill on the stratospheric, except sometimes when the zero-G rooms made them queasy. Not to worry, my little beanstalk, he says, nasally. I'll be fine. It's just the pollen making my head a little stuffy. That was terrible. He wipes his nose with a handkerchief and looks around. Everywhere you turn, the air is soupy and tinged with pink from all of the floating pollen. On Earth, your dad tells you, we used to call this hay fever. Even though it had nothing to do with hay, your mother cuts in, carrying a large bouquet of flowers. The native flowers seem to be in full bloom at this time of the year. She buries her nose deep in them, and they smell fantastic. Your dad smiles kindly and agrees that they sure are beautiful, and then he blows his nose very loudly. I tell them you're scared of the pollen. Nah, let's sniff the flowers. They do smell good, and they look harmless. Your dad's eyes look so sad, but maybe that's just the allergies. Hey, Rigashi, I know the last few weeks have been very hard for you. This might be a good time to relax and stick around the quarters wing. I mean, what is our stress at? 80 out of 100. We can do one more. We can do a couple more. We're not that stressed. What is our bravery at? Our bravery is at 10 out of 100. We got where we wanted to be. So let's get our biology up. I'm okay with biology. Let's go biology. You're bringing supplies to the medbay when you see something unusual. Tangent, curled up on a bench, her head pillowed in a rolled-up lab coat. She's fast asleep. You stop and stare. You've never seen Tang sleep. You've never seen Tang sleeping. She's always so busy. You're surprised she even has time to nap. You turn to leave her in peace when you bump into an enemy. Wow, she hardly ever sleeps. Like, just a couple hours a night. Is she sick or something? You look back at Tangent snoozing peacefully. Uh-oh. Wait. Yeah, okay. I'm so jealous of her genetic enhancement, an enemy says, rubbing at one of the scales sprouting at her jawline. She hardly needs to sleep at all. She's probably stayed up all night studying for this morning's history test. There was a test? Why did I not know about this test? Was it because I was playing sports ball last month? Let's let her sleep. Tang's hollow palm, soft alarm. She sits up, stretches, looking totally refreshed and alert. She sees you watching her and looks annoyed. It's just a power nap. No reason to gog. Card becomes 2. Well then, let's do 5, 5. Make that a 2, a 4, and a 1. And we get super goal, which means we get extra brain points. For biology. Our parents will be so proud. We got it reasoning, 15 stress, and a kudos. Alright. Mid pollen. Ah, I love this soundtrack. If you guys ever get a chance to just sit down, go to YouTube and find this soundtrack and listen through it, it is absolutely incredible. Probably one of my favorite, like, just, chill soundtracks. Okay. We have enough stress to do school one more time, yeah? Yeah. So apparently we can push our stress. It's just as soon as we hit 100, we can't get any more. I'm okay with that. What I'm understanding is I need to somehow mathematically bring it to just 5 points before full stress. This week in biology class, you're learning about predators and prey. Professor Howell brings up a picture of a hopeye on the Prowler projector and asks, who can tell me what special things hopeyes do when they see predator? Tang's hands shoot up. They hop away very quickly. That's why we called it a hopeye. That's true, but that's not what I was getting at. Tang stammers and looks upset. Oh, nope. Tang stammers and looks upset. Like she can't believe she got something wrong. Hal scans the class again. Anyone else? Rogashi? They thump on the ground to warn others. You've seen hopeyes out in the wild, and you know they're very communal animals. They wouldn't run away without warning the others first. Then they all hop away very quickly. Each? That's right. Hal smiles. Rogashi sounds like he might have met one before. Well, I don't remember meeting one before, but you know what? Cool. Tang gives you an appraising look. Maybe she didn't expect this from you. Alright. Oof, not a great hand. Can we do something with this? 0, 2. No, that's not gonna do it. There we go. Because this thought had a value of 2. Can I make it better somehow? Probably not. I could use a log, but I don't feel like using a log. Nice. You're finishing breakfast in the common area when Marzipan struts in. Look at you, eating cereal, she says, turning up her nose at you. I thought we were friends just yesterday. I'll bet you don't even know what day it is. You're right. Is it your birthday? Oh. No, you dummy, she exclaims, swatting your shoulder. My birthday is on the first month of wet season. You better remember that. Today, she announces to the room, is St. Valentine's Day. Dis and Cal wander over to hear more. Back on Earth, it was a day when everybody had to give their best friend a gift, especially sweets. And then you put the sweets under your pillow, and it makes you dream about who you're going to marry. This girl got some dreams, I like. Alright, and there are decorations of hearts and arrows, and pigs. Pigs? We don't even have pigs here, Cal laughs. Before Mars can answer, Dis snorts. This is dumb. Marzipan just made it up to get free candy. He rolls his eyes and walks away. As he leaves, Mars shouts at his back. Well, nobody was gonna pick you anyways, you stink. Valentine's Day sounds like fun. I know who my best friend will be. I think it's dumb too. Let's go. Valentine's Day sounds like fun. Cal nods, clapping his hands excitedly. I'm gonna tell all the kids about it, Mars says. So you go around, find your best friend, and give them a gift. She points her finger at you. Make sure you do it by the end of the day, or it doesn't count. And if too many people want to be my best friend, she adds, I'll hold tryouts for the position. It's only fair. She tosses her hair over her shoulder and laughs. Alright, late pollen. Alright, I need a break soon. You're not wrong. I do indeed need a break. Alright, well, our best friend, I remember picking Cal. And honestly, Cal is really cool so far. So, he's my best friend. Cal is standing on top of a bluff, carefully pouring a bucket of water down the dirt on one side. He is covered in mud. Hey, check out my mudslide, he exclaims. He grabs a piece of sheet metal and slides down the dirt pile. Like he's riding a surfboard. Mud goes everywhere. He jogs back up and hands you the sheet of metal. You try now. Okay. You make it down without bailing, but no. You make it down without bailing, but get mud splattered all over your legs. It is pretty fun though. Like a hoverboard, but crunchier. You want to be best friends forever? He replies, scuffing his toe in the dirt. I guess so. I lost my. Oh. 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 My bad. Forgot about that childhood trauma. Um, I guess so. I lost my old best friend, so yeah. Want to try the mudslide again? You spend another hour on the mudslide until you are both thoroughly covered from head to toe. You couldn't be happier. Oof. Alright. Well, we picked Cal as our best friend, because all the other kids are cool, but, Cal's like so far the coolest. Mr. Nature Boy. Mars is in a huff. Ah, because you didn't pick her for Valentine's Day? Seems like nobody picked her. Oh. Oh. Hmm. She crosses her arms and scowls at you. You just felt sorry for Cal, didn't you? Look, we all miss Tammy, okay? Whatever, Mars mutters, tossing her hair. I'm just too mature for kids my age. The older kids get me, even if you don't. I'm sorry, Mars. Oof. I lost 2 whole friendship with her. But Cal, I didn't feel bad for him. I even forgot that Tammy was existed. They introduced a kid that you could totally be friends with and then killed her off within the first couple of months. It's not my fault I forgot her existence. It is pretty bad though. Feels bad. Okay. Well, it is stressed out o'clock, so we're gonna nap. We're gonna relax in the lounge. And hopefully we'll forget. Ooh. Nice. It's nice to take some time off to chill after all of the the stress of school and work. Not to mention the mental toll of just living in this unpredictable planet. Looks like you're not the only one who needed some relaxing downtime. Some of the other kids are also relaxing in the lounge. We're gonna approach them. Okay, but you do stink, you hear Mars defend herself. It's not my fault that you can't tell. Maybe your nose stopped working, but the rest of us can smell it. And she waves her hand in front of her nose and makes a pee-woo gesture and turns to you. He smells awful, right? Ooh, we could be a bully. We be a bully. We get a cool card for it. But do a sniff test. Oof. You make a show of sniffing the air around Dist as he stands uncomfortably still. His clothes are a little dirty, but he smells fine to you. Kind of a faintly boyish, like leaves and grass. You tell this to Mars. Leaves and wet grass? Ew, yes. That's exactly what I meant. If you think that smells good, you're both hopeless. You know what? Maybe it's okay. Oh. See, but kids like this need affection because otherwise they just turn into deeper versions of themselves and currently herself is a really rough bully. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't like her. She's really mean. Well, oh well. Alright, we're absolutely getting rid of this first word. Who needs to remember their first words? Nah, we totally forgot about those. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take a small break, about 3 minutes long, and I'll be right back. Alright. Oh, goodness. Ah. There we go. Nobody saw that. All right. Perfect. All right, got a chance to stretch my legs, get some water, and we all back. All right, next month, early dust. So far, our skills are looking pretty decent. We need engineering because we currently have none of that. Persuasion, creativity, all those things are a little lower than I want them to be. That's weird. Oh, because it's the hot season. I'm over here like, why is my vision all like weird? Like, it's because it's really heckin' warm outside. Okay. Biology. Let's go ahead and get our first perk in biology, and then we'll call it for biology. Study life sciences. You ask a question in class and are embarrassed when everybody laughs. You guess it was something you were supposed to know already. You thought Professor Hal said there were no dumb questions. Oh, that's it. Dang. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and do 1, 1, 4, 0, 5. Aha. Do we want to make it a super goal? Or do we want to save all of our stuff? Why did we lose a kudo? Oh, because I used Mars's ambition. That makes sense. It's time, once more, for Vertumnilia. Am I unmuted? Yes, I am. Perfect. It's time, once more, for Vertumnilia. The mood of the colony has been muted this year. Ever since the attack during Glow, though, everyone is still cheerful. Everyone is still cheerfully decorated, and the feast table is still heavy with food. Mostly soy rations. This Vertumnilia just feels different in a way you can't describe. The colonists gather in the square for Governor Edicot's speech. What a year Vertumna has given us, the governor begins, with her weedy voice. I stand before you, so proud of everything the colony has accomplished in such a short time. I have always hoped that we would bring with us the best facets of humanity: cooperation, resilience, and creativity. And the events of this year have given me no reason to doubt my convictions. These creatures were unexpected, but I urge everyone to consider what it means for life here. If Vertumna can sustain megafauna, then that means conditions are good for us as well. Our friends in geoponics are already working on the logistics of domesticating the wildlife. Your dad, as second cultivator, stands and gives a sheepish wave to the crowd. There is a smattering of applause. Mars elbows you. Hey, she whispers. Did you hear? My dad says Edicot's going to be announcing that the depot is open to the public. You shoot her a questioning look, and then she rolls her eyes. You know, shopping, somewhere to spend all the kudos that we've been saving up. There's going to be candy and toys, and makeup, and nice smelling soap. Not the boring kind in the communal showers. You know the concept of shopping. They do it on the holovids from Earth, especially the ones that Mars likes. But you've never actually done it. The colony provides you with everything you need, but it would be nice to buy yourself a treat. My dad gives me an allowance, Mars says, shooting you a look of pity. It's too bad your parents make you work for yours. You and Mars tune back to the speeches just as Edicott, as predicted, announces the opening of the general store at the depot. Mars gives you a knowing look as she claps. Edicott gestures for the council members to stand. Finally, the council remains unchanged from last year. We are, as always, proud to serve you and the colony as your government. The music starts up as Governor Edicott finishes. Thank you all for your hard work and your perseverance this year, she says over the ruckus. Together, we build the future. The crowd disperses and sets up for the annual Vertumnilia Games. Just like last year, there's a talent show and a science fair and bot wrestling, now with an obstacle course. Which one do you participate in this year? Probably the only one we have the ability to. Bot wrestling! Let's go! Finally, I've been waiting 3 years for your return. It was 3 minutes, but apparently, it's good to see you! Anemone and Cal join you for the bot wrestling biathlon. So called because Com has added a hologram obstacle course this year. Competitors will each get a turn to wrestle a hydraulic bot, trying to keep it closed for as long as possible. This time, though, all competitors will first have to sprint across festival grounds, dodging and leaping over obstacles. Each obstacle triggered will subtract from your time. Alright, so we got to be the strongest. So let's get rid of not the red cards, because red cards give us a good boost here. Ooh, okay, good. Look at that. Just like I predicted. Oh, wait. Boop. Heck yeah. And next round. Alright, 0, 1, 2. That gives us straight bonus. And then... Oh, but mine... Ooh. Is that enough? That's enough to pass. 5 kudos if that equals the goal, though. If we take away this 1, then... How do we take things back? Click and drag back. There we go. Boom. Exactly 13. Which means we get 5 bonus monies. Heck yeah. And we win. Look at you go. You did it. You didn't expect the hologram obstacles to move. The last one dances around you and gets in your way. When you get close, but your reflexes are fast enough to dodge it. Calm hoots and hollers proudly at you when you absolutely destroy the competition. Even an enemy has to begrudgingly accept that you beat her fair and square. She shakes her hand and tells you that she'll win next year. After the festivities are over... Oh, look at our stress. No stress. After the festivities are over, everyone takes time off for a much-needed break. Mars organizes a water fight and takes over the whole colony. Even the adults. It brightens everyone's spirits, even in the thick of heat and of dust. Okay, so that's nice. So every festival, which happens at the beginning of the hot season, we get to lose 50 stress. That's super helpful. Alright, you end up on top of the western wall with Dis, launching water-filled poof shrooms down at an unsuspecting enemy in the sports ball court below. The walls seem like a neat place to hang out and relax, much quieter than the lounge, if you're looking for some solitude. Unlocked relaxing on the walls. Neat. So I guess instead of relaxing in the lounge, we can just hang out on the walls. When was Mars' birthday? Because I feel like I literally just missed it. Or it's wet season. Either or. Because I want this girl to feel appreciated. Early wet. Okay. So that's soon. Okay. We are really good friends with Cal. Look at that. Oof. We're more better friends with Mars than we are with Dis. Hopefully that gets better. Alright, we can work on our biology some more. Doesn't look like we can talk to anyone. Hey Cal, do you have any cool things? Ooh, we can give him a fun nature fact because our biology is so high. Bet. You find Cal slathering himself with sunscreen. The heat doesn't bother me, but the sunlight sure does. My mom wants me to wear this stuff because I guess Earth's sun was so powerful, it used to make people sick. He laughs. Isn't that silly? The sun making you sick? Want to hear a fun nature fact? You recently overheard the children learning how to count by studying Hopeyes. Haha, Hopeyes have 1 foot, and 2 tail forks, and 3 stomachs, and 4 eyes. Nice. And even if you see 5 of them together, that's lucky. Cal laughs, finishing the mnemonic with you. Wait, how did they find out that Hopeyes have 3 stomachs? I don't want to know. Well, now we have a lot of those cards. Probably isn't the best that we have so many of those, but it's fine. From a deck builder standpoint, that is kind of concerning. Alright, level up our biology. We're gonna get that perk. Ooh, we can register for engineering classes, but using Congruence's HoloNet scheduling system is almost a test on its own. You feel like a hacker navigating the confusing interface, but manage to add your name to the list of drop-in students. You're now eligible to join Tangent and some of the older students in engineering classes. Bet. What does that do for me? Engineering, extra reasoning. That's really good. Okay. As much as I want that, I think I really want my biology high. We're absolutely gonna dissect a thing. This week in biology class, you're studying sugar bugs. This native species looks like the purple marshmallows at the size of your fist. All puffy and squishy and kind of cute. They don't move or do too much, but if you tickle them, they exude an edible syrup from a hole at the top of their bodies. And now, Professor Hal, you're going to dissect one. Okay. Heck yeah. You're given a thankfully already deceased sugar bug to work on. The moment your scalpel slices it open, a horrid smell assaults you. Sweet like rotting fruit. Yuck. You see Tang trying not to gag too. Dissection. Let's go. Alright, card becomes blue. Ooh, okay, we can work with that. Alright, that gives us 3 blues. We don't have a 2, which is a shame. We can't really put the 2 together, otherwise it changes the suit. So, that'll be fine. Alright, we got 9. Ooh, that one's gonna be tough, actually, now that I think about it. Alright, so 5, 5, 1, 1. But, alright. And now we only need 7 points. We got this. We don't want to use Mars's Ambition because we like money. And apparently every time we use that one, we lose monies. No. That works. And we hit Super Goal, which means we get bonuses. 1 biology. You carefully section your sugar bug into 6 discrete organs. You take a photo with your holopalm and carefully fill in the labels for all the parts. That's pretty good, Tang says, peeking at your work. These things are slippier than I was expecting. Parts of mine are still moving. Great job, class. Now we're going to leave them overnight. The next morning, your class is in for a surprise. The sugar bugs are alive again. And there are more of them. Your teacher explains that their DNA is so malleable that almost any part of a sugar bug can turn into any other part if it needs to. The resulting sugar bugs are smaller, but will eventually grow into full-sized ones. Vertumnum in biology is weird. That's actually really cool. Hey, we got there. 2 biology, 1 reasoning, and 15 stress. We are so stressed out. Late dust. It is what you call super stressed. Unlocked xenobiology, research, and geoponics. Hell yeah! Now we can do hydroponics and xenobiology. Those are the 2 perks that I really like. Yeah. You shoot your... help him with animals. I need animals 20 or greater for lassoing a float cow. What about our mom? Tell her what we learned today. We are not organized enough to tell her what we learned today. Dis. We need bravery up to talk to Dis. Oh, we need 40 biology. Okay. I forgot that I can just talk to these people in, like, persuasion. Okay. I need reasoning 20 or higher to study with her. My toughness is pretty high. Does that... Yeah! Heck yeah! An enemy is running around the sports ball pitch. Com says the most important part of defense training is knowing when to run away. Good thing I'm good at running. Hey, do you want to train together? Yes, what is that? That thing is disgusting and scary, and I hate it. You need to be able to go mano a mano with an enemy, but she's been training hard. You get your butt kicked all over the sports ball pitch. She leans over while you're lying on the floor, completely gassed. You okay? She laughs. I didn't go too hard, right? Gross. Can I do it again? It's gotta be 80 or greater? Oof. Gains hurting a friend. Oof. I don't want to do that. But I kind of want to get cool extra red cards. Alright, let's explore the xenobiology lab. Hell yeah. Hey, kiddo, your dad says, looking up from his work desk, where he is discussing a huge bell-shaped flower. Can you hand me that separator? I've really got my hands in things here. You hand him the tool, which he uses to wedge open some sort of weird stoma-like opening inside of the bell. Gooey purple nectar oozes out and pools on the desk. Whoa, he exclaims. I thought I drained this little beauty. Can you, get a towel, I guess? You help him mop up the flower juice. Yuck, it's sticky and smells like rotting vegetables. When you're done, he looks at you with pride. You know, I've been thinking of getting one of you kids to come help me with the researching the native plants, he says. You think you might be able to break off some time to help your old man in the lab? I know you've been studying biology, he adds. It's not as glamorous as, gene tech research with instants, but it is important. He grins. Let me talk to your mom about it tonight before you go telling her. She's not a fan of alien plants, you know? If it were up to her, we'd fill these greenhouses with earth plants and nothing else. But there's gotta be more on this planet that we can cultivate. If you find any cool plants while you're exploring, bring them here and we can take a look at them. I got some cool plants. Let's do that. Let's research some xenobotany. We're gonna study alien plants. Your dad introduces you to the little lab that they have set up in one of the greenhouses. It's incredible, he says, gesturing all around him. We're surrounded by alien flora, and we practically know nothing about it. What's edible? What's medicine? What can we make fibers with, or build with, use ways that we haven't even thought of yet? He beams at you. You and me? We're gonna find out, my little potato. Your dad directs you to a research bench, and here's where you'll be working. The bench is buried under samples and beakers, and weird-looking alien sprouts. More than just a simple table, the analysis bench is covered with buttons and little holes that you can put things into. Don't touch anything. Careful find the on switch. Stick something in a hole. Press buttons. Let's find the on switch first. There is no on switch. Yep, you looked everywhere. Let's stick something in a hole. You put one of the seedlings into a small slot on the table. A little door slides shut and then reopens. A loud brrr noise startles you. Oh no, you broke it! Yeah, just kidding. You're fine. Good instincts, kiddo. Press buttons at random. You mash all of the table's buttons until... Yo, 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 kiddo! It's congruence. The friendly ship's computer beams at you from her own holoscreen set into the bench. Of course she's here. She's the guardian of all knowledge in the colony, after all. You wonder who she got yo, yo, yo from. Your dad laughs. Don't tell anyone, but congruence is the real brains of the operation, he confesses. Though it's not like it's a secret. She'll make sure we don't do anything super dangerous, which means you and I get to focus on experimentation. If you follow the rules and stick to what you already know, you won't learn anything new. So don't be afraid to try stuff. You bring your mushwood samples to the lab. You're going to study these and revolutionize the use of mushwood lumber. Maybe. Yeah, we're gonna study this mushwood. You examine the mushwood under a microscope and take notes on its cellular structure. Part of the reason it needs to be harvested in wet is because the cells get so saturated they lose structural integrity and turn to, well, mush during the glow. Studying the exact process by which the cells take in water leads to a breakthrough. It might be possible to hack the process and stop mushwood trees from taking on so much water during wet. And if they don't take on as much water, well, they won't take as long to dry. Heck yeah, what's this mean? +1 colony defense. Neat. You should be able to develop a spray that the loggers can apply to the fruiting body of mushwood, the part that sticks above the ground. To close its pores, reducing negative pressure in the body should stop it from pulling so much water from the mycelial network underground. This is great. Logging will be much more efficient now. Nice. We'll lose some kudos just so that we can, yeah. Losing some kudos is fine. Nice. 4-hole biology. 2 organize. Ooh, we get organizing, which means that we could totally help our mom out. Or, I don't know, get a cool card from her. Heck yeah. I already forgot what our dad likes animals. Early wet. It's somebody's birthday. Oh. Okay, this is one thing I do know, is that in the supply depot... Yeah! Oh. +5 to animals. I didn't realize all of this was in here. I knew birthday cake was in here. I didn't know all of these were in here. Bonus to straights, bonus to pairs. We're pretty good at getting straights. +5 biology. Although animals... What do we got in animals? What is our animals at? Can I see? 12. That would bring it up to 17, which means we'd be very close. +1 to speech cards. Let's get the birthday cake. Because I wanna wish Mars a happy birthday. And let's upgrade biology. Heck yeah. Alright, well, that's all of our monies. Hey, you. I heard it was your birthday. Happy birthday. A birthday cake? Icing is a little uneven, Mars notes. And there are no candles, but keep practicing and you'll improve. Heck yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting more from me remembering your birthday. But alright. Lame. It is her birthday, right? Early wet? Yeah, early wet. Okay. Do I know anybody else's birthday? I don't know her birthday. I don't know Cal's birthday. I don't know Tangent's birthday. Or Dis. Well, I don't think Tammy's birthday matters. Okay. Ooh, I'm gonna get so much organizing done. It's gonna be great. Alright. Inventory, right? Collectibles, gear. Okay. You'll keep adding to your deck as you age. You can forget cards by spending time and relaxing. Alright, we knew that one. +1 bonus to straights. So we gotta get numbers in order. We're gonna be so good at biology. And shoveling dirt. You're pulling weeds from the garden beds when you see Cal scurry past you, moving with a purpose. He doesn't even stop to say hello before he disappears into the barn. Yeah, we're gonna follow this kid. He's doing suspicious stuff. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. You slip into the barn behind Cal. He's so absorbed in whatever's in that broken storage box that he doesn't hear you. You can do it, he whispers. Come on, go, go. You creep forward, but the barn door creaks closed behind you, and Cal jumps. Ragashi, he says, moving between you and the box. What do you need? What's in the box? Cal clenches his fists. Nothing. It's nothing. Whenever Cal is going to say next is interrupted by chirping noises from the box. Cal gasps and whirs around you. You and both rush forward to look. Inside the box is a pink caterpillar-like creature about the length of your... Ooh, that's big. Blinking up at you with big, multifaceted eyes. Its mouth parts wave at you and make a clicking, chirping noise. It's hatched. Hey, little baby. Welcome to the world. What is it? Dunno. I looked it up on the Surveyor archives, but nobody's found anything like it before. It's true. You have no idea what the creature is. You knew about this thing? Yeah, it showed up in one of the first shipments of mushwood, he says. Just curled up in a little cocoon. It looks like a dried up leaf, but warm. I didn't want to just throw it away in case whatever it was inside was still living. And no one was using this busted up storage box, so... Oh my god, it's so cute! He puts the small creature on his shoulder. What are you, little buddy? Look, you look like a big old caterpillar, but cuter. Yeah, he does. Oh my god, he's so adorable. The creature yawns, showing off circular rows of tiny, even teeth. It nestles against Cal's neck as he scritches it under the chin. Maybe we'll call you a dilly pillar. He touches one of its 6 white-capped teeth. Socks. Socks? Socks the dilly pillar. I hope nobody finds out. Same here, Cal says. Do you remember Miss Manners? The mouse we found on the stratospheric? The Kronos wouldn't let us keep her. He frowns. I wonder what happened to her in engineering. Maybe Tang knows. I have to hide her, Cal says, looking around. Think she'll be okay if we keep her in the broken storage box? He places Socks gently back into the box and closes the lid. Go back to sleep, little buggy wuggy. He croons. Sleep tight. That's so cute. Oh my goodness. Alright. We'll do... 2. So we get an extra point there. Or we get bonuses to straights. So... Oh, but this kind of screws it up, doesn't it? Oh no. Well, yeah. That's a shame. Haha, good enough. You worked well this month. +1 biology. +3 biology, +2 organizing, and 32 kudos. We got 32 monies. We could buy another cake. That's a lot of money. Mid-wet. We're in the middle of wet season. Is there any more things I can pick up? Any more plants I can pick up? Study the xenobiology? Xenobotany? Nope. Nothing else. We're probably one of the smartest botanist kids. Brain is so big. Our social skills are lacking, but you know what? We're really strong and we know about plants and animals, or plants and biology. And we're going to get our organizing up so we can help our mother get a card. Let's do it. Tangent doesn't work in the geoponics lab with you, but she swings by every now and then to compare notes and complain about your experiments. What do you mean complain about my experiments? My experiments are fine. She loves talking about novel substances, things that the colony could use for new sources of fuel, or medicine, even boring stuff like glue. The idea that the colony could harness the power of Vertumna is really exciting for her. 5 kudos if the total equals the goal. 2, 2, 0, 5, 5. So if we just take away one of the 5s, would that do it for us? Oh, but we get super gold. Super gold's more important than money, because super gold means that we get bonus perks and points. Worked well this month. Extra biology. Ooh, late wet. We got one more season before scary season. Getting tougher every day. So reasoning needs to be higher. Hello. You spot Cal heading towards the barn at the far end of the farms. Hey, Ragashi, he waves. What's up? Just heading over to the barn. I finished before everyone else today, so I told everyone I'm gonna clean it. No one wants to get roped into helping, so it'll just be me and Socks. You wanna come with? Look at him! He's so cute. Cal whistles as you enter the barn, and the chest where Socks sleeps starts. And the chest where there's a lot of S's. Where Socks sleeps starts to rattle. He laughs and pops the lid, hefting Socks up onto his arm. Hey girl, he coos. Time to get some forbidden daytime zoomies out. You and Cal play with Socks for a little while, chasing her around the barn. She chitters and stompers her stubby little legs, clearly enjoying the attention. I have a little while before I have to go back to work. What should we do? Let's teach Socks a new trick. Aw yeah, Cal agrees. I've been working on getting her to follow directions lately. That's a great idea. You spend about half an hour teaching Socks how to shake a paw. There are a lot of paws to choose from, and she seems to delight in giving you a different one each time. You can't help but think that working with her like this might come in handy in the future. Yeah, we got animals. I wonder if there's a way to level up animals more. That's not what I wanted. Bravery and perception. But xenobiology. Or xenobotany. Okay. Big brain. Our organizing also goes up, so I like that a lot. You're helping your mom repair the garden fence when you see Cal slip away into the barn, carrying a blanket. You excuse yourself and follow him. Does he still have that weird pet bug? He does, in fact, still have that weird pet bug. Cal looks up at you and smiles, cradling Socks in his arms and rocking her back and forth. The little nubs on her butt seem like they're getting longer. She must be growing. I made her a little bed in that trunk over there, he says. She mostly just likes to be curled up in the dark. She sleeps a lot. Socks chirps and Cal sits on the floor, letting her curl up in his lap. I've been coming in nearly every morning and staying late every day so she can play in the sun, he explains. That's when she's most active, but her favorite thing is laying in my lap for belly rubs. He tickles her soft tummy. Isn't that right, Socks? Who's a good dilly piller? You are. You are. Socks trills in delight. Do you want to feed her? Cal asks. I collected a bunch of leaves. Here, take one. You kneel down beside them and take one of the leaves, socks trundles from Cal's lap and into your cupped hands, and gingerly holds the leaf between her two front paws. She's tiny, like a dinosaur's caterpillar. Munch, munch, munch. Oh. Ouch! Sock snips at your finger. Her teeth are really sharp. Ah, but we got big toughness. We got super toughness. Play it cool. You pretend like it doesn't hurt, but it super does hurt. You can barely keep yourself from crying as Socks munches happily at the rest of the leaf. When she's done, Cal puts her gently back in the box. Then he notices your hand and grasps. Ragashi, you're hurt. Cal looks over at your finger, which is bleeding sluggishly from the shallow puncture wounds. I learned first aid from my mom, he says. Let's just wrap it and tell people you banged it on the door, okay? He bites his lip. If people know she's dangerous, they'll take her away. And she's not dangerous. It was just an accident. Aww. Cal brushes his hand over the loose dirt and straw of the barn floor. My mom says aliens are dangerous, he mutters. I asked, in theory, if I found an alien, I could keep it as a pet, but she said I can't, even if it's a nice alien, because of diseases and stuff. He sighs. And Socks isn't sick, he insisted, and she doesn't mean to hurt anybody. The other animals probably don't either. Alright. We get +5 kudos if the total equals the goal. We could go 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh man, super duper goal. Heck yeah. Oh yeah. So much biology. 2 organizing, 16 kudos, and 10 stress. There's a commotion in the square. An expeditious vehicle has driven through the gates and is idling in the middle of the square. An unusual sight. People come down from command to investigate. Ooh, who is she? Utopia gets out of the vehicle and trudges over to Idicott. After a brief conversation, you see Idicott gesture for people to unload the vehicle and clear the area. You stay out of the way to see what they're unloading. Oh. No! Not Tonin! It's a body. Chief Surveyor Tonin's body. Someone quickly covers him with a sheet, but not before the image of his torn open body is seared into your memory. However he died, it was violent and bloody. Oh, you feel your stomach cramp with nausea. What happened? Disc asks, coming over to crouch around the corner with you. You share that Uncle Tonin is dead, and he stares at the sheet-covered body intensely, as if he could see through it. Did they say how? I'm sure they'll tell us later. Dis frowns. No, they won't. They'll just tell us something happened, the same way that a bunch of animals just happened to attack the colony. They don't want us to know about the monsters and other worse stuff. They want us to think everything is fine, but it's not. This planet isn't nice as they say it is. He shakes his head. They hate that they can't control us. Oof, like I told you guys, this is basically a child trauma simulator. You and Dis watch the adults carry Tonin's body away. From the way that he practically vibrating, you can tell Dis wants to ask more questions about what happened. After a few awkward minutes, he sneaks away without saying anything, probably to try and go take a look at the body. At least Tammy isn't around to see this, you think. At least they're together now, wherever people go when they die. Oof. You watch Utopia bend over to get a hug from Edicott, wiping her eyes as she finally cries. Edicott has never been the most comforting presence in your life, but it does seem to help. Utopia will probably be the next chief surveyor. At 24, she'll be the youngest council member. She was only a toddler when the stratosphere left Earth. Apparently, her sharp eye and hoverbike flying skills are best in expeditions. Oof. Alright, and we reached glow season too, which means that, it's dangerous. It's the dangerous season. Ooh. Hmm. Anybody to talk to over the traumatic experience of a friend dying? No? Okay. Back to studying xenobiology, I guess. Can I talk to anybody? Nope, can't talk to Cal. Alright. Can I talk to our mother? Hello, mother. How are you? Your mom gives you a stern look. Be careful, she warns you. Now that we know that in fact it isn't safe out there during glow, I won't have you venturing close to the walls. Stay where I can see you, close to the ship. So, venture out and explore, right? Oh, I can't sneak out through the drain pipe during the glow season. All right. Back to studying xenobotany. The geoponics dome are a comforting beacon of light during glow. While everything else is throwing off an unsettling alien light, the domes are stable, dependable, human. You like spending time in them, tending to the seedlings that will be transplanted into the fields in pollen. Okay. 5, 2, 2, 2, 2. Yeah. We're so good at video games. Alright, 4 biology, 2 organizing. Do I have enough organizing to talk to the mom about the extra card? No, I need 5 more. Okay. But we are pretty brave, though. It's been a quiet glow, but the grim, surreal darkness of the season reminds you of last year's violence. As the month wears on, you overhear arguments at dinner. Adults worrying that the attack is still coming, and others who think the first one was a fluke. Surveyors mention seeing new tracks in the forest, but are shushed so people don't panic. The gates are closed. You drill emergency procedures, filing soundlessly from the classroom to the creech to hide under the tables, waiting for the sirens to call the all clear. You drill and prepare and worry, but nothing happens. Then, just as glow is starting to wane, the toxic purple spill of the wormhole fading as the sun almost rises past the horizon again. The sirens start. You're reading a holo novel in bed, then you hear them, followed by the stomp of boots down the hallway outside of your quarters. An alert flashes on your holopalm. Shelter in the creech, this is not a drill. You get another message from your dad. Me and Mom are going to stay in the greenhouses. We're safe. Just follow Auntie Anne in the creech and wait for us, okay? Don't worry. We're way more prepared than we were last year. Love you. Stay safe. You could go to the creech where you belong, or you could follow the security guards and see what's happening at the gates. Ooh. Neat. We could bravely help fight, or we could go to the creech like we're supposed to. Very tempting. Do we disobey or do we follow orders? We'll follow orders. We'll do the good. Besides, just in case this thing gets broken into and more children get eaten, I can be here to defend this place. Because we have super strength. You head for the children's creech, even though, with just the emergency lights on, your feet could never forget the way. When you get there, you spot Tangent and Dis huddled together on the beanbag chairs. Dis is stone-faced, as usual, and he's holding Tangent in his arms. You can't remember the last time you saw them this close. Tang must really be scared. You take a seat on the beanbag chair and wait. Other children filter into the room after you. An enemy, Her little brother, Nougat. You don't see him, so Cal must be sheltering with your parents in the greenhouse. You hope they're okay. It's so dumb they don't let us outside, Dis grumbles. We live here too. We deserve to know what's going on. They're treating us like kids. I'm not even scared. You search his face for signs that he's lying to sound cool, but his bad mood is sincere. Tangent smacks his arm. Don't be ridiculous, she snaps. There's dangerous animals out there. Dis just shrugs. Nothing scares him. You don't hear much from outside. After a while, the sirens sound all clear. As you all file back into your quarters, your mom and dad join you right away and give you a big hug, and thank you for following their instructions. When things have calmed, you overhear your parents talking. I'm not going to be the first to congratulate Red, but all of these defensive improvements were exactly what we needed. Your mom grumbles. Ugh, he's going to be insufferable at the council meeting. Your dad pats her hand. Credit where credit's due, Flulu, he says, and she smiles despite herself. It could have been worse. Your mom nods, and they both sit in silence before your dad speaks again. Poor Hal, he sighs. What a way to go. Oh, more people are dying. No! Your parents startle. Hey, Pumpkinhead, your dad says. Yeah, they're gonna announce it in a few hours. After everyone's had their chance to calm down. He didn't make it. What happened? Don't worry about that, your mother replies, shooting your dad a look to keep him from talking. It's adult stuff, okay? You guys won't be able to go into the engineering wing for a bit. Not until it's decontaminated. You curl up quietly to think. Professor Hal can't just die. He can't just be gone. He's your teacher. And the engineering wing is where you take classes. You can't imagine something bad happening in such a safe place. You fall asleep thinking for sure something's been a mistake. Alright. Well, that is the end of the first year. Or the second year. And, yeah, no, lots of dangerous things have happened. Including, losing two whole people, Uncle Tonin. And also the teacher Hal. Both of which we didn't have best relations with, so it's not, like, too traumatic, but still, though. Kalani's not doing too hot. Alright, so we got better relations with Cal this month, Tangent, Anemone, and Mars. Which hopefully that relationship gets better. She seems like a cool person, and honestly, she needs more, she needs more good people, guiding her. But, yeah, we got really good at biology. Got better at toughness, organizing skills have gone up. I don't remember where we got engineering from, but I'm okay with that. Yeah. And we got a lot of money. And loyalty. I don't know what this system's supposed to be about. I'm sure it has something to do with, like, future conversations later. But so far we're doing the right thing and not being a rebellious teenage child. Maybe that changes. Not too sure. But, we're here. Also, indeed, yes. Very sad. Alright. Well, I'm going to go ahead and call it since we just finished up our second year. Tomorrow, 2 o'clock, I'll be right back, and we're going to do age 12. So, basically, this game is segmented into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 equal parts. We finished age 10 last time. We just finished age 11 here. We're going to go all the way until age 20. We're going to be really cool. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I'm going to go ahead and call it here, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Actually, I'll see you all tonight when I do my control stream. Going to be playing through that. If you don't know anything about that, it's a really fun game where we're basically think like if you ever seen Warehouse 13, basically objects of power, but except we are able to cleanse them and also use them to bolster our own abilities. So it's a really fun game so far. Hope you guys join me for that one. That'll be tonight, either at 11 o'clock or midnight. So, yeah. Alrighty. Well, see you later, y'all. Appreciate it. You watching. Oh, wait, nope. Nope. There we go. Don't look. Don't look. It's all fine.